In late July, the Wisconsin State Amateur Championship will take place at Milwaukee Country Club, a 1927 design by Charles Alison. A British architect who worked with Harry Colt and Alistair Mackenzie, Alison has a global resume. He is especially known for his world-class work in Japan, but he also built a number of courses in the Midwest, and Milwaukee Country Club may be the best of them. What stands out at Milwaukee is its property, a rolling piece of land along the Milwaukee River. Not surprisingly, the most exciting portion of the course, from the 8th to the 15th hole, plays down to and along the river. Any architect could have made these holes beautiful, but Allison's clever routing gives them variety and strategic character. The 8th hole takes you to the central ridge on the property, which offers a stunning view. But this par 3 is also treacherous. Here, as elsewhere at Milwaukee, going for a tuck pin comes with the risk of a short-sided bunker shot from well below the putting surface. At the 9th hole, Robert Trent Jones altered Allison's design by relocating the green, and the result was a compelling short par 4. With today's equipment, some players will be able to drive the green, but the devilish false front and bunkers will make them think twice. One of the toughest par 4s on the course, the 10th navigates severe ground with a downhill tee shot, then hugs the ridgeline of the river valley. Hedging right gives you the best angle into the green that's perched on the edge of the river. Number 11 kicks off a stretch that plays along and across the river. Bombing it over the cluster of bunkers shortens this mid-length par 4, but brings in the risk of the river on the right. If you lay back short and to the right, you'll have a longer approach, but you won't have to contend as much with the greenside bunkers, and the slope of the green will work to your advantage. The par 3 12th leaps over the Milwaukee River to a green that's sloped heavily from front to back. The 13th is a good example of how Allison's routing creates variety. The hole is a mirror image of the 11th, with river on the left instead of the right and bending to the right instead of the left. And here the aggressive play is over the bunkers to the right. This is maybe the most striking green on the golf course. A front left slope obscures the view of the green from the fairway, but when there's a front pin, it can serve as a backboard for those who take the risk off the tee and find the right side. This is a green design that Alison used regularly, for instance on the 15th at Bobolink and on the 5th at Knollwood. The long par 4 14th plays over and along the river and calls for 2 stout shots. The 15th, the final hole along the Milwaukee River, is a brute, a 585-yard par 5 that moves slightly left. It shares bunkers with the 16th hole, and finding any of those will end your chances at getting home in 2. At the same time, avoiding them brings the river more into play on the right. The hole's most cunning feature is a small hump on the approach. If you're going for the green, your ball is likely to run over it. This contour introduces an element of chance. It can deflect shots right into a deep fronting bunker or left into a collection area, or it can propel your ball towards a pin. River on the right and left, doglegs left and right, short par 4s, long par 4s, a par 3, a par 5. Charles Allison's river stretch at Milwaukee Country Club has it all. Holes 8 through 15 show his greatest strengths as an architect. They are varied and strategic, and they get as much as possible out of a stellar property.